I hope that works. I don't know. Great.
I have no idea either.
Well, we're starting a podcast.
Welcome to our podcast.
This podcast is called Hintzes in the House.
I'm
We are the
Hintz.
Hintzes.
This is a house.
This is our house. Lynora Hintz, Ethan Hintz. You probably already knew that if you're watching this. Great. So today, by way of introduction, we're going to go over a couple of our fast favorites.
Yes.
On the fly, fast as we can. Our
Which is
favorite
probably going to
things.
be pretty slow.
Right. We're not much for the
You have to
speed.
give explanations for why it's your favorite.
Oh, well, then
Well,
yeah,
it's more, that's not even that. It's just you have to talk about why everything else wasn't your favorite.
Sure,
you know?
sure.
It's like, oh, you did good, like patting the kids that lost on the back. You know,
Those poor
you have to give them a participation
Those other
award because they
categories.
participated.
Right.
They just didn't win. They didn't edge it out to win.
Tragic.
They lost.
Okay, well,
Go ahead. Start talking about favorites that no one's going to know about, but I guess we will.
great. All right, Ethan, tell me, what is your favorite animal?
Favorite animal? Probably not something that I ever think about.
Great.
No, it's probably just I don't think about this question very often. Giraffes, I guess. But that's just kind of stems to my childhood of people being like, you're tall. Giraffes are tall.
Sure.
You would be a giraffe if you turned into an animal right now. I'm like, okay.
Because as you do.
Giraffes are like 19 feet tall. Like,
So are you.
they ain't
Same,
just
same.
like- right. They're not just like a tall sixth grader. Like,
Right.
yeah.
That checks out.
Okay.
Okay, my favorite animal is a llama. Pretty standard. Most people know that. Specifically though, because they spit at people. Actually, they don't. They snot at people.
Mm-hmm.
But it like paralyzes their jaw. It's a whole thing. Anyway, llamas are the best. I love them.
Yeah.
Not alpacas. Don't come at me. Thanks.
Don't at her.
What's your favorite color?
Green. I know that one.
Proud of you.
Forest green.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Great. Burnt orange and or like yellow goldish.
Right.
Golden yellow.
Okay.
Those are the good ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess so. All colors are equally same to me, I guess.
Look at you fighting for equality for colors. What's your favorite food? Genre of food, not like specific food.
Is Chipotle a genre?
No, absolutely not.
Or Chick-fil-A is fast food a genre?
That's tragic.
Just because it would include Chick-fil-A and Chipotle, and I don't know that I could get both of them
if you have
included.
to pick like not those things, a genre of food that is not fast food.
Right. If I had to pick a genre of food that is not fast food, I would probably pick Mexican.
Mexican food.
Yeah.
Okay. It is a genre.
Yeah.
It counts.
Or Chinese. They're pretty
Even.
close.
Neither of which is, well, Chipotle is kind of Mexican, but
yeah.
otherwise,
Well, yeah. Tex-Mex.
Chick-fil-A doesn't really
Well,
fall into either of those categories.
Yeah, but I mean, Chick-fil-A just falls into the chicken category. My
I
favorite
do
food is
love-
not chicken. So.
I love chicken.
I love it, but it's not my favorite food.
My favorite food is Italian. It's not really a surprise.
Ooh.
Wow, rude. How dare you?
I'm almost never in the mood for Italian. I like lasagna every now and again, but
Listen, I'm
I don't know.
always in the mood for Italian.
Yeah.
Every single week.
I
Every single
know.
day, probably. I could be like, yeah, I could go for some pasta. Why are you making squishy face at me? That's not
Gross.
nice. Okay, anyway.
I mean, it's not gross. It's just not my favorite.
Okay, what's your favorite soda?
Favorite soda?
Getting specific.
Honestly, probably Coke. Most of the time when I want a soda, I'll get a Coke, but I've been trying not to drink as much soda ever since I got my kidney stone. 4 years ago, if the FAA is listening to this, 4 years ago, yes, I got it x-rayed. Yes, it doesn't exist anymore. No, I don't know why I got it.
That could be
4
a
years
story
ago.
for a different podcast.
Yeah, if the end of that podcast is going to be me shooting myself in the head also.
Oh my gosh, why are you so violent? Okay, well, my favorite soda is vanilla Coke. Thank you very much. Moving on. Your favorite book?
Lord of the Rings. Probably if I had to like narrow, I guess like I would say the whole Tolkien category or
Great.
Tolkien catalog is my favorite book, if you will.
Great.
just consider it one big book.
It's just all one. The
Because
complete works
well,
of
like-
J.R.R. Tolkien.
Right, but it's I really, really like The Hobbit.
Right.
Lord of the Rings obviously is solid, but then like there's like the Silmarillion and the Children of Húrin and all of these other ones, and like the Silmarillion is like cool, but like it starts out super super dry and super weird, and it's like the songs of Arda and just like weird like stuff like that about like the creation of Middle Earth. So it can be a slug to get through, but then every now and again you're like, oh, and here's this one elf who's like fighting a Balrog by himself on the side of a mountain, and that's when the story gets pretty dope. I didn't even do is my hair okay? My hair?
My
I didn't even look in the mirror
goodness.
before we started this. Oh man.
You have far less hair to worry about if it looks good or not.
Yeah, because I shaved my beard.
Right. Okay, anyway, my
Isn't it
favorite
gonna be
book.
weird if this one goes up and then a different one that we recorded before this goes up and we have a beard, and then it's gonna be a next one my beard's gone.
We're time travelers. My favorite book is Take Me There by Carol Lee Dean. I found it. I know.
I've never heard of this book.
Well, that's not surprising. A lot of people haven't. But I found it by happenstance as a teenager at a used bookstore, and I bought it based on the cover because I thought it would be like what I was looking for. And then it exceeded all of my expectations, and it was really, really great.
It's like
And
a fiction book?
Mhm.
Or?
Yep.
Okay.
10 of 10 would recommend Take Me There by Carol Lee Dean. She doesn't even write books anymore, I don't think. Like, I think that she did like one, and then
Neither
I
does
tried to
Tolkien,
find like...
but he died a long time ago.
All right, favorite movie. Now it has to be different.
Lord
Than,
of the
no,
Rings.
you can't. It's not. It just cannot be a both and.
Just all three, the extended edition of Lord of the Rings. Okay, if you can't let me say Lord of the Rings, which it is, probably, and this is like maybe gonna make people cringe because I don't think a lot of people like this movie, but I really, really loved Prince of Persia, Sands of Time.
That's right. You did say that. Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is about that movie. It's like Jake Gyllenhaal and Ben Kingsley.
Listen, anytime Jake
And it's
Gyllenhaal
just
is
like-
involved, it's a favorite.
It's just like, I don't know. It's a great movie. I mean, I think it got like kind of berated because it like whitewashed the cast, if
Sure.
you will. So I think that's why like a lot of critics and like that audience, didn't like it.
More
but-
power to you.
I don't know. It just has kind of like, it has enough of everything to like keep me happy, keep me satisfied like the whole time. Like there's
Great.
action and romance,
Like, what else is there? Tell me.
mystery and suspense.
Great.
Yeah.
So good. Favorite movie for me is a dead tie between. Let's see if you know. Do you know?
Okay, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy,
Uh-huh.
because we just watched that one, so I know. And then I'm thinking Lord of the Rings, probably, because how could it not be?
It's absolutely not. Sweeney Todd. Goodness
Oh,
gracious.
I didn't like that movie.
Well, I didn't ask for your opinion.
Too
This is my
much-
favorite.
Too much butchering and eating people,
Okay,
and too much singing.
listen.
Just stop singing. What are you, an elf in the Lord of the Rings? Like, just shut
elves
up.
sing
Stop
in
singing.
Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, there's a lot of
Okay.
singing in the books.
Well, this is not about that. My two favorite movies are Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and Sweeney Todd. Common thread is... Oh my gosh, I'm totally blanking on his name. What is his name?
Johnny Depp?
No.
I have no idea who you...
He's Snape, and my brain is just fried.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name.
Oh my gosh.
Alan Rickman?
Thank you, Alan Rickman. Rip, literally. To me and to him. Okay.
Yeah, because I was thinking of Die Hard.
Okay, great.
Because, like, Harry Potter is just eh.
Oh yeah, Alan Rickman is in that.
You just said Snape.
I
You
know.
literally
no,
just
no, no.
said
I just
Snape.
was thinking. I forgot he was in Die Hard.
Oh. I thought you were talking about
Hard.
Harry Potter.
Yes. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
favorite TV show.
Probably Survivor.
Okay. Are you saying that now because you're watching it now?
No.
Hmm.
Maybe.
Because I would peg you for like Monk
I watched a lot of Monk growing up.
or Gilligan's Island
I watched a lot of Gilligan's Island growing up.
or SpongeBob.
I watched a lot of SpongeBob growing up.
None of those are your favorite.
No, I think probably Survivor. And maybe not. I don't know. That's like a reality TV show. I don't I don't know. We don't really watch a lot of like TV shows
I
anymore.
don't know. We watch Bob's. Love me some Bob's Burgers.
It's kind of, it's I don't know. It's on its last legs if you ask me.
Wow, rude. Archer? You wouldn't even pick Archer?
I do like Archer. They had some really weird seasons in there where
when
like,
Archer was in a coma.
Spoiler alert, Archer goes into a coma.
Sorry,
and there's
guys.
weird seasons inside his head in space and on an island. It's weird. Yeah, but
The
I mean,
Office.
The Office is good, but I'm not like one of those like super fans who can quote every episode and watch.
No, you're just
I mean,
like
The
that
Office.
with SpongeBob.
Yeah. Yes.
Favorite TV show for me is probably Friends. I love me some Friends. I will say too, Cable Girls on Netflix. That was my ride or die for the 5 seasons that it existed, and I still stand by it. That like very well may be like my favorite show.
I will put a caveat on this. The Lord of the Rings TV show hasn't come out yet at this time. It is...
Listen, everything in your life cannot be Lord of the Rings.
It's April 16th, 2021, so we have yet to experience the glory that will be the Lord of the Rings TV show.
I hope that you're actually speaking that into existence.
Or we have yet to experience the
tragedy.
train wreck, mass disappointment that is the Lord of the Rings TV show. It's coming out on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they don't
Are you
put
sure
any
you're not going to
nudity
get
in it.
like copywritten for saying all of this information?
Sure, talking about Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Should I just call it that show that I really like, or that movie
show
that I
that
really
shall not
like?
be named. All right, give me your favorite band.
Favorite band? Oh, Josh Garrels.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I was like struggling. I'm like, who's my favorite band? But I probably listened to Josh Garrels the most out of any band. Like Reliant K is up there for sure.
That's what I was gonna say.
Right, but I think I listen to more Josh Garrels at this point.
Sure.
Like if I'm just like, oh, I want something in the background, I'm more likely at this point to put on Josh Garrels. That might also be because I have a playlist of Josh Garrels and I don't have a playlist of Reliant K.
That'll do it.
But yeah.
Great. My favorite band is Fall Out Boy. Don't care. Sorry. I've been a diehard fan of them since I was in 7th grade.
I really liked, what was the album with like Uma Thurman and that one?
That was, oh my gosh,
Some
it's putting,
fan you are.
I know, it's putting all of my
Some
knowledge to the
fan.
test. I think that was no, I don't remember. Now I have to look it up. I want to say that was American Beauty, American Psycho, but I don't.
No, that was
I think it was
definitely
after
not.
that
Yeah,
one.
because that was before, and I only liked like 1 or 2 songs off of that album.
Right, and it was before the Purple album, which is also escaping me. So it's like it's the one in between.
Well, that album, whichever one you're trying to figure out now, that is the only album that I listened to and would say that I liked. I didn't really listen to anything else, and if I did, it was just like their singles from the other albums that I kind of liked.
It's literally not on here. What do you mean it's not on here? Maybe it is Mania. I don't think it's Mania. Where did Uma Thurman come from? It is definitely not Mania. That's the purple one that I was talking about. It's not Mania.
I don't know.
Can you tell me what album it's from? 2015. Hold on. Whole sidetrack. Sorry, y'all. It is from American Beauty, American Psycho. I was right. You just don't like that song.
No, I like Uma Thurman.
No, I know, but you don't like American Beauty, American Psycho. You don't like that song.
Which is one of like the 2 kids on the front. One of them is
Save
like
Rock and
smoking. Okay, that's what I thought you were talking about. I don't like that album.
Yeah, that was the one
right
before. Right, and then Save Rock, or then okay. Anyway, not important. Fall Out Boy, also Panic at the Disco, and The Main. I know I can only have one favorite band, but they're tied. I'm sorry. What are you gonna do?
Then you don't have one favorite band, obviously, because you just said they're tied.
Okay, what's your favorite song?
Oh, my favorite song. Wow, this is getting way too specific now.
You don't have a favorite song of all time ever?
No, I can barely remember a band name when you're like, what's your favorite band? And I'm like, oh man, what's a song? I've never even heard of a song before.
You like
Tears
yeah,
for
that's
Fears.
what I was gonna say.
Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
Yeah.
That's probably that might get me copyrighted. All 12 people that watch it, they're gonna be like, report.
Oh, there's another one that you like all the time. That's
Who's it by?
I don't know. It's not Never Gonna Give You Up, which is also
Never gonna give.
yeah,
Never
that
gonna
one.
give.
Not that one.
Yeah, I like
There's
that
one
song
more
in a
in there.
non-ironic way. I really like that song.
Maybe I'm thinking Take On Me. I think I'm thinking of that one.
Okay, I like that song too.
Yeah.
I like oldies a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Chicago, great album.
Me just fully about to launch
I
into
mean, like,
Chicago from
like
Victorious.
the greatest
It's fine.
hits of Chicago, not
Right.
Chicago is the band.
Right.
Um,
Like, literally, you say Chicago, and I have two modes of being. I have one, and my first one, which is that whole thing from Victorious.
25 or 6 to
two-
4.
Exactly. And two, like, Cell Block Tango. If you know, you know.
No idea.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Okay. My favorite song of all time ever is Come On Eileen by Dexy's Midnight Runners. It will instantly put me in a good mood. Like, I can be very pissy. You can play that song.
You can be. Can confirm.
Wow. Rip. All right.
Just wait until this camera goes off.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Last but not least, favorite board game.
Favorite board game. Why you do this to me?
He's looking at our board games.
We have a lot of board games over there.
It's a lot. I will tell you, people, and this might be a whole separate thing. We have, at this present moment, well, you just bought Dune, right?
Don't tell them. Yeah, I just bought
I'm
Dune.
gonna tell
We have
them.
over 100 board games.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm sorry, did I steal your thunder there?
A little. Anyway, I put them all in an inventory sheet. They are sectioned by like level of difficulty, max amount of players, and time it takes to play. So we are very serious about our board games. And so when we say favorite board game, we're not talking about Monopoly.
No, Monopoly's trash.
Great.
I
I apologize to anyone who loves Monopoly.
If you love Monopoly, you're also trash. So
Not true.
if you love Monopoly, close this window and never watch another podcast, and probably just don't be my friend anymore because
Wow,
how dare
really
you?
out there alienating everyone we know.
Okay, you
Awesome.
think everyone we know is like Monopoly is my favorite board game?
It might be.
Well, then I don't want to know them anymore.
Wow.
Yes.
I apologize. Y'all can still be my friend.
No.
Okay.
My favorite board game is probably War for the Ring. Lord of the Rings related, I know. Shoot me.
I don't know if y'all caught that on camera and definitely didn't hear it, but I rolled my eyes like 3 times when he said that.
It was like your entire head, like, yeah. Lord of the Rings again? A real original answer, Ethan. Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
War for the Ring is probably my favorite game, but it's long, and for some people it can be kind of slow and a drudge through the dead moshes, as some might refer to them. So we don't get to play that one a whole lot. So
Sure don't.
Taverns of Tiefenthal.
Taverns is good. We haven't played that one in a long time.
That's a pretty good one that an easy one to fall back on. I have Gloomhaven and I haven't started that one yet, so we'll see if that one is good. And then we haven't played Dune yet, but
My current favorite board game of our collection is Welcome to Your Perfect Home. And we have Sonora, which is really fun. I'm really in a roll and write. I've been in a season of loving roll and writes. So anything that falls into that category has my vote for favorite board game.
Cartographers.
Yep, Cartographers is good too. I was going to say Quacks. Quacks of Quedlinburg.
Quacks of Quedlinburg.
It's a really
that
good one.
might beat out Taverns, actually, now that I think
It's
about
so
it.
stressful, but in so many good ways.
And I don't know,
I really
Village is high up
like
there
games
too.
where Village is good too. I really like games where you're playing your own game and no one is mad. You're not actively fighting against anyone for territory
you're
or
fighting
resources.
for the victory.
You're fighting for the victory, but you're just doing your own stuff, own strats.
Yeah, but every board game should be played your own strats.
Yeah, but sometimes people can sabotage you and take things from you.
Well,
That
yeah,
doesn't usually happen.
if you're
in a
talking about
roll and write.
a worker placement, yeah, people
My
can do
actual
that. But
favorite game
people
right
can
now.
people can take the city projects, whatever they're called.
Oh, that's true.
They can take those first.
I will say that my actual favorite game right now is that pinball game. I love that game. Our friends, shout out to Brock and Camille, we love you. They have this game. It's a roll
And I know
write.
that they don't like Monopoly, so they can still be our friends.
Oh, good. They have this game that's a roll and write, and it's like pinball on paper,
Yeah.
but it's a dry erase board. Anyway,
Yeah. Pretty sure that.
it's the most fun.
Well, I'm just pretty sure that the first time we played it, people were playing it incorrectly.
Everyone was
bit.
playing it wrong. We did not know what we were doing. It was very late at night.
So I lost pretty early, and so I was just kind of sitting there because that was the problem with that game. Is like if you get out,
right?
Like you go at your own pace. So you start
Sure.
and then go.
Anyway, pinball.
Mm-hmm.
That one is the one. It's like pinball arcade something. Look up pinball board game.
It was fun.
Best of the best.
I would definitely play it again. It's been a while. Like we were like, oh, let's play pinball again. I
There's
was like, okay,
let's 4 or 5 different versions of the game that you can play that
we
come in
haven't
the
done
box.
like the Wizard
or the
Dungeons and Dragons one and the Disco one.
This is
we did
super long-winded.
No, did we do? No,
we
did
didn't do
Cyber.
Disco.
We did Cyberpunk.
Anyway, this is very long-winded, and we could talk about board games for a really long time.
Yeah.
We will save that for another podcast.
Or
However,
another 3 podcasts.
Oh
or maybe
my
that's just what this
goodness.
podcast is going to become.
No, I rebuke that.
This is
okay.
the board game podcast.
Anyway, thank you for joining us.
Hintzes in the board game house.
Absolutely not. Thank you for joining us on this introductory episode of our podcast, Hintzes in the House.
Yes.
And look forward to more content from
Or
us.
maybe none. Who knows? If this goes poorly enough.
We will be producing more content. Don't you worry.
I would